As we get closer and closer to Saturday's game, I am maintaining my level of vibes. I'm feeling good. I've got no fear of the Texans laying an egg. I think the Texans will cover. But I'm also not a dummy. I think they're going to need all the help that they can get on Saturday. The Ravens have won the last 6 games they've tried. The last 3 against teams that we, at least in the moment, considered to be very good. And they did it in convincing fashion against the Jaguars, against the 49ers, against the Dolphins. And last week, the football gods seemed to smile on the Texans. It wasn't just that Robert Woods and Noah Brown were back on the offensive side of things. It wasn't just that Will Anderson was healthy, that Jonathan Grenard was healthy. It was also that Browns cornerback Denzel Mims in that game, he was clearly limited. I mean, the Browns were just not very good in coverage. And I like Nico Collins a lot, but I think Denzel was not the Denzel that he was expecting to be on that Sunday. So a lot of things went the Texans' way. You take any help you can get. There's nothing wrong with beating somebody when they're not 100%. This is the NFL. It's a marathon. Marathons suck, not a sprint. But yesterday was the opposite for the Texans. Bad developments on the injury front. First, Will Anderson, Jonathan Grenard went in the wrong direction. They were both out of practice Wednesday after being limited in practice on Tuesday. Jerry Hughes out as well, so not looking so great when it comes to defensive end depth. Sheldon Rankins out as well. Probably the one area where you don't want to be limited is your defensive line when you're going up against someone like Lamar Jackson or a team that runs the football as well as Baltimore does. So that's not going well for you. And on the other side of things, the Ravens got tight end Mark Andrews 100% back in terms of participants at practice. He was a full participant. First time he's been that in months. He was on IR after an, I think, ankle injury that he suffered on a hip drop tackle, whatever the hell that means. It seems to be in vogue. You shouldn't allow the hip drop tackle. What's a hip drop tackle? Well, I don't know, but it's bad. Don't do it. It's illegal. No, it's a big guy. It's one of the only ways you can bring him down. So Mark Andrews was fully back at practice. Probably the second best tight end in the NFL, at least top 5. He was asked if he will play on Saturday. He said this, quote, knowing how good this team is, how good our players are, how good our tight ends are, if I feel like I'm going to be helpful to the team, I'm going to go. If I feel like I'm close but not there, I'm going to let these guys go and hopefully get there next weekend. So I guess we need to all tell Mark Andrews that the tight ends in the tight end room are great. They've got the tightest ends. You know? Just a bunch of Megan Thee Stallions in there. Although I guess that was big. Whatever. Hey, we got to convince Mark Andrews that, like, hey, the teammates got this. And he was somewhat limited in that week 1 game between the Texans and Ravens. So all that to say, it seems right now, November 18th, 2024 at 10:06 Central Time, that things aren't going in the right direction for the Texans, at least from a fortune perspective. Sean Mapes, is this bringing your vibes down?
No, not really. I think Mark Andrews coming back, that's like to be expected. The more of it is the Texans side of things, with it feeling like Will Anderson backsliding, Jonathan Grenard backsliding. I guess it doesn't. It's not too surprising considering they played an NFL game. So chances are after you play an NFL game, your body feels worse than before you played in an NFL game. Like Jonathan Grenard. Yeah, he sat for 2 weeks, was feeling good. Then he played an NFL game. Now he's feeling worse. What happened? It's like, I don't know, probably Probably having to run into an offensive lineman 50 times a day or a game.
Maybe he woke up like I did the last couple of days with a little plantar fasciitis.
Oh, really?
No fun.
Wow.
I had to wear
questionable for Saturday's postgame show.
Listen,
if the team needs you,
if the team needs me, I'll be there.
Wait. Do you think you developing plantar fasciitis this week has anything to do with you walking 1.1 miles to work on Tuesday?
I can't say.
Okay.
I can't say, but I will say that I was not wearing my shoes. I was wearing my waterproof boots, and I'm not exactly sure those boots are made for walking.
Okay. Poor craftsman blames his tools.
Right. Well, I've heard that before, but yeah, it seems like instead of the boots walking, that the plantar fasciitis is walking all over me. I slept last night. This is how you know you're getting old. 34 years old. I slept last night with a stirrup on my right foot because of my Achilles feeling a little bit weird. And look, still going to the gym, still full participant at practice. So I might be listed as questionable, but I really just want to be listed as questionable for Saturday so that, one, it seems like I'm tough, and two,
they can't game plan. We don't know what to game plan for.
Exactly. So no one knows what to game plan for on the post-game show. And by the way, ESPN 97.5, 92.5, we will have a post-game show.
Should we double Josh Beard? I don't know, but if Gallant plays, then we can't. If he isn't, then yeah, we'll double Beard.
Listen, if Gallant plays, how loud will it be? How loud will we need to adjust our volume?
Yeah. Everyone in the city of Houston's like, you know what? Let's knock it down a couple decibels just to be sure. Let's knock down our car radio a little bit.
Todd the Show comments, I can't wait until you have kids, then you can be tired and sore. Yeah, that's why I'm not having kids. There's many reasons.
I can't wait for you to get a second cat so you can be tired and sore.
I mean, Aria's a difficult lady.
Handful.
She's a difficult lady to take care of. But, yeah, I'm going to fight through the plantar fasciitis and do that show on Saturday. I walked to work this week. Some of my coworkers did work from their fancy home offices. I'm built different.
Fasciitis for all the people that just walked into a different room of their house to do the show.
Yeah. I mean, look, Sean, I've done an hour on the elliptical already this week. Whoa. You know? We did a chest day. We did arms day. We're doing leg day today. And then we're going to do a live stream later. I am built different. I'm ready for the playoffs, baby. But we do need to get all of those key Texans back on the field. Not a great day, but it's not going to ruin my vibes. Not going to ruin my vibes. You know what else isn't going to ruin my vibes? The Ravens signing a secret weapon. I'm so tired of hearing this running back's name. Not quite as tired as I was of hearing Cam Akers' name over the last 5 years. Cam Akers has never been good. Never been good. He almost cost the Rams their Super Bowl run with all those fumbles he had against the Bucs.
He was good at FSU.
Was he even good at fantasy football?
Actually, both these guys were good at FSU.
That's right. Dalvin Cook. The Ravens, they cut Melvin Gordon. They signed Dalvin Cook. Oh, no.
Yeah.
I got to say, I'm kind of enthused about this because how many teams has he played for this year?
I think this would be his third.
Right.
It was Vikings, Jets, Ravens now?
Yeah, I think so. Actually, no, I don't think the Vikings re-signed him.
Oh, yeah. Or I think he got traded. Or no, maybe it wasn't. Just
here's the thing: he's not good anymore. It doesn't. See the fact that we're not even sure where he played this year, when he played, he's not good anymore. But I know there will be some people out there that are like Dalvin Cook.
Any carry that Dalvin Cook gets on Saturday, pre-win for the for the Texans.
Legitimately,
just boom.
I hope that they give it to Dalvin Cook as many plays as possible. One of the things that is fortunate for the Texans on the injury front, the Ravens had a running back that was averaging 8 yards a carry, Keaton Mitchell, and he's out because he tore his ACL a couple of weeks ago. So it really is, for the Ravens, going to probably come down to, once again, on the ground, what Lamar Jackson can do. And the Texans did a very good job of keeping him in check in week one. But if there's no Will Anderson and there's no Jonathan Grenard and you don't have Sheldon Rankins and there's no Jerry Hughes and there's a banged up Malik Collins, then, I mean, it's going to be tough. It's not impossible, but it puts a much higher burden on your linebackers, on Blake Cashman, on Christian Harris. Can they handle it? Sure. But, I mean, Lamar Jackson's legs are probably the difference maker in this game, just based off of what we've seen in these cold weather games. If you can't throw the ball, or if guys can't catch the ball, and if Derek Stingley's shutting down Zay Flowers, then what is Lamar going to do? The guy can run. We all know that.